right, y'all missing it. Y'all missing it. Okay, so what I've done is I pinned one side of the face lace in place. I'm gonna show you how to do that when I do the other side. All right. So, but before I put the face lace on, this is a step I always forget. I got to put the bridge part in. All right. And before you put it in, make sure you put it in the top and not the bottom. Another mistake I make a lot. Again, if you don't have this metal bridge guard, like I said, I pulled this one out of a mask. Use your bread tie. Same principle, man. We talking making this thing work. Just drop it right in the pocket here. This pocket I made showing the nose guard in place makes a pocket for your metal. Dan is not gonna get the bread tie. I just brainstorm this up to show you. Like again, you don't want to pay these exorbitant prices that I'm just $10. I'm gonna get you something you can use, which is this bread tie. Now, what you would do is you would measure it out. Let's say it's 4 inches. Because it's smaller than the space that you're putting it in, I would add 2 more stitches if I was you. Imagine this was right here. It's let's say 7.5 inches across, 4 inches smack dab in the middle, leaves 3.5 inches. Half of 3.5 inches is an inch and a quarter. So you would come over 1.25 inches on both sides. Well, not this side because this is your pocket. On this side, you do 1.25 inches. Boom, mark it. Take it to your machine or stitch it by hand. Just a little tack right there. So when you drop this in the slot, it's gonna stop right in the middle of your nose. So when you conform it to your nose, it'll be where it should be and it'll stay there. So that's if you're using this makeshift metal, nose guard metal. We gotta think of a name for that. Nose guard metal, NGM. How about that? But this longer one, I don't have to worry about those stitches. It's long enough where if it does move, it's still enough covering the nose where it's doing what you want it to do. Boom, conforming to your nose. So now I got it dropped in place. I can put my other face lace on. And what I'll do is, again, this has already been pre-cut to 34 inches. I'll match up the tips, made up the tips to get my middle seam, and I'll press that in place. Press that middle seam in place, and I know the mask that I have is 4 inches long, so I'm gonna put this right in the middle, right at 2 inches. I will make the mark, but I ain't got time to make no damn mark. All right, there it is, right there. So this is my middle seam. I made enough for this now. I got enough muscle memory to know that this is about 2 inches. Because when I measured this flap, remember that faux pleat or whatever, it was 2 inches. So I'm gonna put it right around there. I don't want to put it right on the. Well, I guess that wouldn't matter. I could put it right on there, but anyway, I'm gonna let it sit right there. I'll turn it over, see how it's not. It'll take a little time. See how I'm doing it? I'm scooping it under. I'm holding it open with my thumb and kind of scooping it under until it hit that spine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it at the ends first because I can get the ends set in there good. Got to get them seated good. Seat that edge right into the spine. Then I come over here and make sure, again, patting it down, make sure it's laid. Because how you sew it is how it's going to be. All right? So I'm making sure that's where it should be. Pin it in place. Then I'll deal with this middle that's giving me so much trouble. Okay? How dare you cause me so... Here it is. So much grief. Now, pin it in place. I got it. So now, just to make sure, I turn it over. And make sure none of it's, coming out of the seam, because that's another problem that you'll face with this here. It won't be all the way seated. So I check it front to back. Now it's time to take it to the machine. Sew both of my spines on. And there you have it. That's how you make these masks, man. So for your convenience, you can let me make them, whatever, or you can do it yourself. Peace.